So today on the Transfer Show, we have more announced transfers in the Championship and a good handful of rumours we need to discuss as well. Let's talk about it. What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. It's the second edition of the Transfer Show 2021-2022. We've got some confirmed deals we need to talk about, and of course we've got some juicy rumours. If I missed anyone out, make sure you comment those rumours in the comments down below. If you guys like what you see, please make sure to give this video a like. It does tremendously help the channel. Let's aim for 15 likes in this video. I think that'll be a great target. Please also subscribe to the channel. It does tremendously help. Let's try and push to 550 subscribers as soon as we can. And please share this channel to as many people as you can. That is how I'm going to grow as a channel. But without any further ado, let's go through these confirmed transfers first. One of the transfers I thought was going to be announced on the day I made my transfer show was James Collins. He has been transferred from Luton to Cardiff. I did expect this one to happen. I did say in my last transfer show that this deal was going to be confirmed either the day I released it or the day after, and heck, it was the day I released my transfer video where it did get announced on a free transfer as well. It will be the second choice striker, I think, to Kiefer Moore. Not necessarily going to be starting many games, but he's a great option, and of course he's worked with Mick McCarthy as well in the Republic of Ireland as well. So I think a great deal for both parties. Another transfer that has happened is Jordy David. He has joined from Hull to Queen's Park Rangers. Defensively, I have often quite criticised him a little bit. It's an intriguing move nonetheless. Queen's Park Rangers have also lost a player. They've lost Joe Lumley to Middlesbrough. Now, I think this may be a good transfer for him because he could get some first team football there. And I do think Joe Lumley has a great opportunity to have first team football for the fact that Marcus Bettinelli was dropping his form a little bit near the end of the season. So could be a good move for Lumley. And I think with a few appearances he did make this season for Queen's Park Rangers, I thought he actually has done okay. So I think a good signing. Another signing that has happened is Matty Pearson from Luton. The second player that Luton have lost, he's now joined Huddersfield Town. I think a good signing actually. I don't think he dramatically improves the defensive options for Huddersfield, but he adds an extra option, which is great as well. Matty Pearson is a great experienced defender, and he's proven he can play in the Championship, so really excited about this transfer. Another transfer that has happened is Sam Field. He has joined from West Brom to Queen's Park Rangers. Another transfer which I think has been the most eye-catching one has been Jordan Rhodes. He has returned to his boyhood club Huddersfield Town, where he scored 80 plus goals for the club. Now, whilst that may look great, I think with the current age he is at right now, for me, it's more of a sentimental signing rather than an actual signing that's going to take Huddersfield places. It reminds me a little bit when David Nugent signed for Preston, following for how many goals he scored for Preston and the number of years he went away, and then eventually he returned back to Preston, and of course he didn't quite hit the ground running in his second spell. I think Jordan Rhodes could prove to be that sort of player. Scott Malone has confirmed that he's going to stay at Millwall permanently now. Of course, last season he was at Millwall on loan from Derby, but Millwall have confirmed and tied him down to a free transfer, which is great for Scott Malone because I actually think he played his best football in Millwall, and I thought at Derby last season his form started to evaporate a little bit. But reintroducing to Gary Rowett, where I think he really got most of his football out of, I think Scott Malone's been playing his best football. So I'm really happy for Millwall and Scott Malone that they both got those deals done. George Long is an interesting signing from Hull to Millwall as well. George Long has been someone I definitely had a close eye on last season in the Championship with Hull City. And I thought at the start of the season he did okay, but then obviously when Hull started crumbling, he was in the centre of some mistakes. But he's also been quite a frequent goalkeeper for Hull in their League One season as well, and of course has helped Hull to have one of the best defensive records in the league as well. And he's joined to a club like Millwall. Now, I don't know if he's going to be the #1 goalkeeper. Is it going to be an intention that Bilkowski could be going away? I'm not too sure. But it's interesting to say the least. And the most recent transfer that has happened is Fred Onyedema. He has joined from Wycombe to Luton Town. The 24-year-old winger is going to have another chance at Championship football. Now, Wycombe, I think, were a little bit disappointed to let him go. And also, he has done fantastically well for Wycombe in that season. Definitely one of the more attacking players that Wycombe have in their squad. Potentially a fantastic signing for Luton if he can adapt quickly. So these are all the confirmed transfers as of now. If I've missed any out, let me know in the comments down below. And now we go on to the rumours. So today there have been a lot of reports on Queen's Park Rangers defender Todd Kane. Of course, he's a fullback at Queen's Park Rangers as well, but a pretty versatile defender nevertheless. Former Chelsea player as well, which is how I know him. But he's been linked with a couple of League One clubs, including Portsmouth, Charlton and Sunderland. He has only 1 year left on his contract as well. And of course, in the end of the season, he wasn't really getting too much game time now. Osman Kaikai was starting to take in his place. So the move down to League One may be the best option for him. And which club would he appeal to the most? I mean, all have got their pros and cons, to be honest with you. But we'll go on to Sunderland in a later rumour that maybe they would definitely have more of an incentive to try and sign someone like Todd Kane. But I think definitely if he wants to play more football, a move down to League One in one of the top League One clubs would not be a bad option for him. Another big bit of breaking news we received today was that Joe Piggott has announced on the AFC Wimbledon website that he will be leaving Wimbledon this summer on a free transfer. Now, obviously already there's been so many clubs linked with him. Derby, Sheffield Wednesday, Birmingham, Swansea and Charlton have all been linked with Joe Piggott. And there's no surprise why. He scored 22 goals in all competitions, one of the top goal scorers in the EFL all of this season. And he's been on everyone's radar for so many years, but now he's just dropped that bombshell that he will be leaving Wimbledon. There's going to be a load of rumours going on in the next couple of days. Another player that's been linked with Sheffield Wednesday actually is Carl Hudlin. Huddersfield have also been linked with him as well. Now, if your football relies on set pieces, he is the man you go for. 6'9", 20-year-old from Solihull Moors. I mean, this would be a Mick McCarthy dream if Cardiff were able to get Carl Hudlin. But as I said, he has played for Solihull Moors and has not had very much experience in the EFL league. So it could be a bit of a risk getting him. But with that asset of him being probably the tallest player in the whole EFL, a lot of clubs that heavily rely on set pieces can definitely benefit from that. Cardiff have been linked with Crew midfielder Ryan Wintle on a free transfer. Now, he's a defensive midfielder for Crew Alexandra, and he was actually a big part in their promotion in the 2019-2020 season. And he is out of contract next month. So it is likely if he does move, he will be leaving on a free. And he also snubbed their extension offer. So Wintle has refused to extend his contract. So it looks like he is eager to get a move away. And with Cardiff being linked, if they are quick, he can definitely be a fantastic option in that Cardiff setup already. He can link well with Perry Ng because he's also a former Crew player as well. So Cardiff are definitely making some fantastic moves at the moment. Another player that Cardiff are linked with is Callum Elder. Now, not only Cardiff are linked with him, Derby, Preston and Huddersfield are also linked with Callum Elder. Now, he is a fullback in Hull City. He was in the League One EFL Team of the Year. He was absolutely brilliant in that fullback position. He did actually play with Hull in a 2019-20 season when Hull did go down along with George Long. But both have been fantastic for Hull this season in League One. And no surprisingly, he has been linked with many Championship clubs. He's provided 10 assists and 1 goal in 42 League One appearances, which is brilliant actually for a fullback. One player who I think will get a load of links with Bournemouth's failure to get into the playoff final is Arno Danjuma. Now, unsurprisingly, it's predominantly Premier League clubs that are linked with Danjuma, with West Ham and Watford being the two biggest clubs linked with Danjuma at the moment. He has racked up 17 goals and 8 assists in 37 Championship games. The fee would be around 15 million, I'm guessing. I mean, Bournemouth got him for 13.7, and the fact he has his contract until 2024, Bournemouth could really get an inflated price for Danjuma. It's really going to be down if any of the Premier League clubs are willing to pay that fee for him. But I think it would be worth it if you saw him play in the Championship. He's been an absolute talent, and he scored the 2 goals for Bournemouth from when they lost out 3-2 on aggregate in the playoffs against Brentford. So definitely Danjuma, the biggest playmaker for Bournemouth, and will most definitely get the most links and interest in this transfer window. Another player that West Ham are linked with is actually Mateus Pereira, alongside with Aston Villa. They both want an attacking midfielder. Now, West Ham could have a reason for this, because they could struggle to tie down Jesse Lingard. I think Manchester United have made it clear they want him back. West Ham are going to be fighting potentially a losing battle trying to keep Jesse Lingard. If they cannot keep Lingard, they could look at Pereira as a long-term replacement. Dean Smith is also interested in him as well, and for the fact for how versatile he is, he can be a great option if someone like Grealish continues getting links and they eventually cannot tie him down. So I could definitely see the pros and cons for both of these clubs getting Pereira. He has managed to score 11 goals and 6 assists, which, to be honest with you, with the amount I've seen West Brom this season, I can't believe anyone in West Brom has scored more than 10 goals this season, which just goes to show you how much of an incredible player Matheus Pereira is. And I think he definitely does deserve to get another chance of Premier League football. Now, I said we're going to go back to Sunderland, and this is why. They look like that they're going to lose Luke O'Nien. I actually looked at all their players that are out of contract in the summer after they lost to Lincoln in the playoff semi-final. It is a lot of players. McGeady, Charlie White, Max Power, all of these players are out of contract, including Luke O'Nien. Now, he's been linked to Luton, Millwall, Middlesbrough and Preston. So 4 Championship clubs have been linked with Luke O'Nien. He is a full-back, predominantly a right-back. And he's been one of the more consistent performers. I definitely watched him play in the playoff semi-final, and I thought he was a fantastic defender, actually. One of Sunderland's better players on that pitch for what I saw in the 2 legs. And I think he definitely, with his performances, deserves a chance with Championship football. But this is when I'm linking back to the Todd Kane rumour, who I think can fill in for Luke O'Nien in that position if he does decide to part ways with Sunderland. So it can definitely make sense with that rumour. Either way, Luke O'Nien definitely deserves Championship football. It's going to be interesting whether he does move and what club he joins as well, because they've definitely got a young, upcoming, good defender on their hands. One rumour that's been going around has been Freddie Woodman's future with Swansea lately. Now, of course, Newcastle could try and tie down Freddie Woodman with him keeping the Golden Glove in the Championship. However, there are some stiff competition in that goalkeeper position with Martin Duvaka and Carl Darlow doing pretty well for Newcastle. And I think Woodman has said himself he does want to stay at Swansea. Of course, he has not signed for Swansea permanently yet. His last 2 seasons have been from loan deals. So Swansea could be preparing to try and sign him permanently, or Newcastle could try and hold firm and try and keep him in their ranks or try and promote him up the ranks. It's going to be interesting, but I think definitely for how good he's been for the Championship for Swansea this season, he most definitely deserves a chance in Premier League football one way or another. And I think the best way is for him to get promoted with Swansea so he can play Premier League football with them. The final 2 rumours come down with defenders that Watford have been linked with. One defender they've been linked with has been Josh Doig of Hibernian. Now, he's been directly compared to Kieran Tierney. And actually, I have seen him play a little bit, and he does got something about him. He's a younger player as well, and it will cost around 4 million if Watford are willing to pay for that fee. Should be a good transfer if Watford could be able to get him. But another fullback they've been linked with would be a familiar face with Watford, Ashley Young. He actually started his career at Watford, and I actually remember it as well. And of course, he's played in a couple of seasons with Antonio Conte with Inter Milan, and of course, he's won the Serie A title with Inter Milan this year. But he is not the youngest of players anymore now, and he could be looking to try and end his career where he started it with Watford. Now, he could be great for the changing room and experience. I wouldn't be expecting him to start too many games, but of course, he has got an abundance of Premier League experience. So there's definitely a lot of pros if Watford can definitely pull this deal off. So I think that's all the rumours and all the transfers I've covered today. If I've missed any out that you've found, let me know in the comments down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to give this video a like. It does tremendously help the channel. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done. It does tremendously help. And please share this channel to as many people as you can. All of that would really make my day. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw the end of this video. And as always, take care, everyone.